Hi, I'm Chris from Young Urban Farmers. Today we're going to be learning about how to hand pollinate tomatoes. Tomatoes are one of the most popular plants to grow in an urban garden, whether it's in a front yard, a backyard, a balcony, or rooftop. Tomato flowers are really unique and excellent in that they are self-pollinating, with each flower containing both the male and the female parts of the plant. When we get up into backyards, condos, apartments, or rooftops, especially higher up where the insects are not as likely to be flying, we need to think about hand pollinating the tomatoes to increase the yields, increase the bounty, and to ensure that we get the most out of the limited space that we have. We're going to be talking about 3 methods of how to hand pollinate the tomato plants, and I'll be demonstrating on this determinate dwarf cherry tomato plant right here in front of me. The first method is to just shake the branch with your hands. So you're going to grab one of the areas where the flowers are developing and just give it a little bit of a shake. And that helps to release the pollen so it drops down to pollinate the flower. The second method that you can be using is you can use your fingers again to flick the flowers to really stimulate it to, again, release the pollen and to ensure that the flowers that are there get pollinated, because each pollinated flower turns into one of those delicious tomatoes that we all love to eat. The third method is the one that I recommend the most, and that is simply using an electric toothbrush to use a vibrating head to buzz and to brush up against the tomato flowers to really release the pollen. And this is a really effective way because it not only releases more pollen, but it's much faster, especially if you have a large tomato plant with dozens, if not hundreds of flowers that need to be pollinated. So the way that you do it is you turn the electric toothbrush on. Using the back of the toothbrush head, you're going to be touching it up against the different flowers, and again that will release the pollen and allow it to drop down to fertilize and pollinate the flower. And then within a few days you'll start to see some beautiful baby tomatoes forming, and in no time you'll have a crop of red, juicy, delicious tomatoes. So that's how you hand pollinate the tomatoes, whether it's shaking the individual branch with your hands, flicking the flowers to release the pollen, or using the back of a toothbrush to stimulate the flowers, again to release the pollen.